Unleash the Dragon. A song about dicks, isn't it? Thank you very much, Eddie, for your 16 months of delicious Prime gaming. Puzzle Monday? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to go with the flow. How are you doing? How's everybody been? Been AWOL. I realise that's the first time in, I don't know, what, 3.5 years I've actually not streamed, but also not done anything. Every time I've took time off before, it's because I'm doing something. So it's weird not streaming. Very weird, but I needed it. I'll give you a vague overview of why in a bit. But how is everybody? Good morning, Hoodie, Eddie, Como, Redux. Have you enjoyed the past week? Qatari, look. I was a good boy, I didn't drink too much of it. Qatari had some of this, and I was like, oh, I kind of want some of that. I kind of want to collect the bottles. I've always seen it around that 19 Crimes red wine, but I've never tried it. I thought, fuck it. It's because it's like £9. Normally if I buy wine it's about a £5. I thought, fuck it. Morning, Boo. I'm here lurking. No worries, you're all good. Thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate that. Just for being around. What have I missed? It's been 5 days. My last stream, I got incredibly fucking drunk. I was sick, by the way, after last stream, because I had 2 bottles of wine, which is a fucking terrible idea. There's nobody ever needs to have 2 bottles of wine. 1 bottle, fine. 2 bottles is ridiculous. It's so pointless. I was in Sainsbury's and they had it on offer. Oh, really? Oh, I'd love that. Yeah, that glow-in-the-dark thing's wicked. I really like it. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I just thought they're quite cool. They are quite cool bottles. Obviously, that's why they do it, because it's almost a bit collectible. I thought that would look good, like on a wall, lots of them, or on a shelf rather. I might start getting them. I was in Sainsbury's and they had it on offer. Yeah. I wonder if I can view the little man's story on stream. Augmented reality experience with the QR code. I don't think you can do it. I think I can do it on stream, probably only on my phone. And you don't really want to unleash the dragon. Terror. I've never liked that song. I just thought it's funny. Yeah, I'm going to have a nice chilled stream today. I'm not going to try and be funny. I'm going to try and do anything wild. Not that I ever normally do anyway. What's gone on the past week? While I've been away, fuck all. I've not done anything interesting. Somebody must have done something interesting. Come on. Actually, let me have a look on the Discord. I have been a bit just generally AWOL. And you don't really wanna. Let's have a little look here. Ooh. Fuck me. Loads of stuff that I've missed. I only looked in this channel. Oh yeah. Oh, that was one I tried to avoid, wasn't it? It's alright, nothing actually happened.
That's the best advertisement that I've ever seen in my life.
That's what really happened. Oh. Fucking hell. I'm out of practice. Look at this for a football pitch. This might be in relation to... Oh, for fuck's sake, why can't I... Copy image link. There we go. That is mad. They must lose so many footballs in the ocean, surely. Way spooned it. Where do people sit? No spectators allowed at all. Barely even room for the fucking people to sit at the side of the pitch. Could see that getting flooded. Yeah, I'd have probably at least moved it here behind my head. You don't need it right up against the ocean. It's a terrible idea, surely. And it must take a lot of maintenance to keep that pitch looking so fresh. Hello 916, how you doing? I know you don't really want to unleash the dragon. Has anyone ever flopped their dick out and sang that? Unleash the dragon. When you get home and can finally take your bra off. Relatable. Looking fresh-faced. Fucking fresh-faced. Jesus, far from it. Far from fresh-faced today. Well, I don't feel it. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The best and the worst acting of the whole Harry Potter in one scene. Alright. He's never been good at acting, has he? Daniel Radcliffe. Wait, is Stephen Graham his dad? What the fuck's going on? Is this green screened?
What's happened? He's back. He's back. Voldemort's back. Cedric, he asked me to bring his body back. I couldn't leave him. Not that.
It's all right, Harry. It's all right. He's home. You both are.
Fuck me.
Keep everybody in their seats.
A boy's just been killed.
The body must be moved, Dumbledore. There are too many people.
Let me through.
Let me through!
Let me through.
That's my son! That's my boy! My boy!
Oh, it's fucking... what's his name? Potter. He's shit, isn't he? That's the problem, I suppose, with child stars. You don't know how shit they're going to be when they get older. They might be good when they're a kid.
I got you. Come on, easy now.
Like Bran from Game of Thrones. You just don't know how shit they're going to be in a few years. I mean, it's only because he had little glasses, isn't it? I think that's the only reason he got got the role. He just looked good in the little round glasses. Do 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 do. They done alright. Yeah, they did, didn't they? He locked in early. Same as, what's his name? The kid from The Sixth Sense. Because I'm old enough to remember when The Sixth Sense came out, everyone was raving about how good the kid was. Like, oh, he's an amazing actor for a kid that age. Like, crazy good. And he was. Now he's very average. Very average. I don't know what his name is. You know what I mean. Big head, small face. What is his name? The Sixth Sense. There he is. Haley. His name's Haley. Interesting. Haley Joel Osment. Yeah. That lad. Oh, I don't know about that. Anybody want to play Magic the Gathering? I play Magic the Gathering, so I'm allowed to say that. After the success of Fallout, Amazon's next big video game TV show is Mass Effect. Oh? You two do look similar. I'd like to think so. I've never played Mass Effect. That is one game that I've always heard is very good and very worth watching, but just never played. Well, I suppose all I'll say is hopefully they do what Fallout done and actually involve the fucking people who made the game and don't try and change everything. Bum 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 bum.
And in the Czech Republic game last Sunday, John Motson was particularly critical of the two strikers substituted by Germany.
So Bierhoff's got a short time to press his claims, now that the two other strikers who started the match have both been taken off.
Did John Motson?
Both
Sorry,
been taken off.
Spoke about
Press
all
his
over
claims, now that the two other strikers who started the match have both been taken off. Kunz.
I remember this. I've never been that into football, but I do remember this being really funny. Cunts. Didn't know he's dead, John Motson. I mean, it makes sense. He would be quite old if he was still alive. Cunts. Oh, fuck my arse. Hang on. Fucking hell, there's loads in here. 39 new messages, it said. Then, Jesus, I've got loads to catch up on. Well, thank you guys for keeping that channel active, because I've not really been around. Oh, come on. Oh, good. Kids hanging out your front yard, but you're in a death whistle. Ooh. Good idea. Hey. Oh. Fucking hell, I was sitting there watching a unplayed video. Can't play it again? Oh, fuck off then. Oh.
Seagull fish. Oh, shotty. Oh, shotty. What's up? Let's go ahead and get serious
Is
already.
this still a thing?
Gummy worm. Gummy worm.
The NPC thing.
Oh, shawty. Yo.
Black Mirror fell off because satirising dystopia is impossible and this is the new normal.
Yo, she's in the chat.
Home run. Yo.
Oh, there's 3 of them doing it.
Let him cook. Gummy worm. Gummy worm. Oh, damn. What's up?
What a fucking stupid world.
Yo, she's in the chat. Yo, oh shawty, tiny fish, tiny hook. Oh shawty.
How embarrassing. Fucking Jesus Christ. I wonder if they'll look back on that thing and really cringe when they're sort of my age and then look back, oh God, I can't believe I'd done that when I was in my 20s. I like the fucking better. I mean, I've done cringe stuff when I was younger, but never that cringe. Jesus. Never been that bad. Really, really bad. Is it still a thing? Probably. Who's watching that as well? Who's sitting there watching that bollocks for hours on end? 30-second vegetarian nightmare chicken minced meat retro Soviet ad from 1986. The difference is we never had an easy way of recording ourselves. Yeah. I suppose the closest you'd get. Even that wasn't cringe though. I had I say recently, like about 5 years ago, I digitised them because I had loads of cassette recordings of me and my cousin just fucking around on like a microphone, recording it on a cassette tape, pretending to be like a radio show and just stupid stuff. Even that wasn't that cringe. Some of it was, I was a bit like, oh God, that's so bad to say that kind of thing as a young kid. But there was never anything that cringe. But then I suppose I was fucking 11, not early 20s doing it. There's going to be so much of this era documented and it's all shit cunts. Yeah, imagine the aliens coming down and finding all this stuff. No wonder they don't want to show themselves. It's very beggy, like, who and why would you give to these people? It's mad, isn't it? It's a mad, fucking weird world. It is funny, but some of those Black Mirror episodes, I'll tell you the one I really want to rewatch that I haven't seen it for ages, but I remember at the time watching thinking, oh, that was a good episode. That Black Mirror one where the woman is going around and like you have an app where you rate people on their behaviour. So you give someone like, I don't know, someone comes into your place of work and they're rude, so you give them 1 star. Or maybe somebody donates some money to charity, so you, oh, that was nice, you give them 5 stars. But then she like has a really good rating and then it sort of slowly gets worse and worse and worse and worse, and then she's sort of exiled a bit from society because her rating's so bad. Which is pretty much, we're pretty much there, aren't we? In a sense. Bryce Dallas Howard, is that what it's called? Is that what it is? I can't remember now, it's so long ago since I've seen it. I might rewatch it though, because that was a really good one. Oh, that's the actress. Bryce Dallas Howard. Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh, yes. Fucking hell, it was her, wasn't it? I didn't realise, but yeah. Bloody hell. I just remember she had red hair. She starts all prim and proper and becomes a desperate monster. Yeah, that was brilliant, that one. I always found Black Mirror as very hit and miss. I like it. Like, they're all good. They're all watchable episodes, but some of them are really good. Like the latest season, it must be due another one soon. The latest season I didn't go much on. It wasn't very... It was a bit more horror than it was sort of you know, futuristic sci-fi twists. Is there a new one coming out? New season. Oh, it's 2025. 6 new episodes, including a sequel to season 4. Fucking hell. Hello, sequel. USS Callister. Oh, I remember that one. Is that the one with the guy from Breaking... Oh, no. Oh, fuck knows. Nice. Well, that's good. Oh, fuck me. All food looks more gross in that era, doesn't it? Like those old, when you look at an old cookbook from the sort of 70s, all the food in it looks gross. It's the way, sort of the way it's printed or something. Does not look pleasant at all.
Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center.
What? Are they actual pool balls? They are. Jesus Christ, man. I think we need the music. I wonder how long it took for him to do this. Jesus. Isn't it mad now how... I remember being impressed by sort of John Virgo on Big Break doing some stuff. And they were very basic fucking trick shots. It's mental how good you have to be now to be considered good. Like, really impressive. What's it going to be like in another 20 years? Ugh. Disgusting. Oh my God. What the fuck? Yeah, he must have spent days doing these. Just to get one. He doesn't even look that happy when he gets it. Just looks relieved. Morning, OBG. Just looks fucking... Oh, finally. That is a whole new level. Mattel Deep... Oh, I saw this. Wicked.com. I swear I remember Wicked.com was around fucking 20 years ago. I don't quite know how they made that mistake, though. Copy. Link. The fuck is this? You can buy a roller coaster? 16 grand? Carnival Ride Theme Park Amusement Mini Roller Coaster Fruitworm Track Train. You buy the whole thing. I suppose 16 grand is about right, isn't it, for a roller coaster? I don't know who the fuck's buying that. How to Deal with a Karen,
Hi, welcome to
1999.
Super Subs. How may I
9 minutes. What is this? Is this a recently made thing that's made to look like the 90s? I guess it is, right? 5 days ago. That actually looks like it's from the 90s, though.
Oh, God, my heart! It's under attack!
most
I'll have a look at that in a bit. Paul McCartney explodes and fucking dies. Okay. Jesus Christ. See you later. Simple but brilliant. It's the timing, isn't it? You got to get the time in. Oh. Aw. A Gabe toy. Yeah, she had facial hair. Live and let die. Good old fucking okie doke. Then Kane comes out. Elon Musk picked to head up Trump's new efficiency department. Hasn't he done... he chose some climate change skeptic as well to be head of fucking climate or whatever. Very strange, man. Elon Musk picks to head up Trump's new efficiency department as Fox News host chosen as defense secretary. The appointment fulfills a promise Mr. Trump made to the tech billionaire after he endorsed him in the race for the White House. Fucking mad. Anti-vaxxer to be health minister. RFK Jr. as health secretary. Oh, is it him? I don't really know much about him, but I remember he kept banging on about him. Christ. I'm just glad I don't live in America. USA is becoming a meme. Remember we said about Ukraine, where he's lifted a ban on Ukraine using US missiles. Oh, Biden has. I saw that last night. I think that was Biden, though, to be fair. He's lifted that thing. He said he sees it as NATO now getting involved. Thing is, though, he said that from the start, Putin, isn't he? He's like, this you giving them weapons is NATO's involvement, da 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 da. It's all just a mess. It's a fucking mess. I don't even fucking... I don't know, I try not to pay attention to it because it's all just a bit fucking depressing. Just replacing one senile old fuck with another. I mean, to be honest, as mental as this is in the world we live in, that's one thing that probably is good about Trump getting in, is that Putin sort of likes him, doesn't he? But what a mad fucking world, because it almost feels a bit like, well, we're mates, so because we're mates, I'll change my war strategy. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're not playing a game of fucking Subutio with your bro. It feels like Trump being in will be actually probably a good thing with all that shit. They sort of weirdly respect each other, don't they? This man was on Bullseye twice. Double prize winner. live US Congress meeting about UFOs. I did watch some of that. Nothing that interesting came out though. It's not brown and beige. That's brazen. Don't be watching it when you've got company. Mark Zuckerberg covers Get Low. That must be AI, isn't it? Yeah.
My balls, till all these bitches crawl. Oh, skeet skeet motherfucker. Oh, skeet skeet goddamn. Oh, skeet skeet motherfucker.
It's real.
Oh, skeet skeet girl is so fine. I done come to this club about 11 times. Can I?
Would you admit? Yeah, but he didn't actually. No, he didn't do it though, did he?
Calm down, security guard is sweating me now. I got drunk.
No. Jesus. What the fuck? What is this? New Zealand's parliament. Well, she's doing the... Was it the hacker? Is that what it's called? Sounds like our fucking House of Commons. Go on.
The House is suspended until the ringing of the bells. The gallery is to be cleared.
Did she just bust that out from nowhere? That's fucking... That is intimidating. Is that like a rule? If someone starts doing it in New Zealand, everyone has to sort of finish the song. Harold Bishop. It is, isn't it? Where is he?
Suspended until the
It is. I like it. It's better than our House of Commons. I was fucking watching some of that shit the other week. It's so cringe. Our House of Commons. Like, it just annoys me whenever you watch it. The jeering is so cringe. Whenever someone's trying to make a point and they're like all going, But shut the fuck up. You're supposed to be grown adults who are running the country. Jeering over somebody who's trying to sort of communicate something is fucking weird. Zoo.
I'm having.
Oh, not this bloke.
Sit down, Mackies.
Oh. I love PM questions when no one actually answers any questions. Oh, yeah. There should be a rule you have to answer the fucking question. You love this bloke, don't you?
Don't you worry. I'm going to give the rest to the homeless, but not the guy sat outside. Just it's one that I have to drive to, so. Fair enough, I slipped on a sausage roll outside a green.
Implication of unaliving. I'm not going to risk that one. What's this? Dinner. Oh, Jesus. Ah, what? Nope, not allowed to see that one.
Nearly 10 to 7 in the evening in the UK, depending on where you're watching this. It's a Friday night. I'm about to sample for the first time my homemade limoncello. Now, I haven't tried this yet, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Limoncello, it's not even alcoholic, is it?
But I figured it was a good as time as ever to try it. So, fuck it. Make it worthwhile.
Is it? I think I've had limoncello before. I didn't think it was alcoholic.
So, I'll top the just don't want to waste any of it, do we? So.
He's going to be sick.
Hair in it, nice. Chin chin.
Get it down, yeah. Oh.
Fucking hell. Bit strong. Think I might need a little bit more sugar syrup in that. Party people,
Christ, he really went for it.
Nearly
that was a big spit.
So, hair in it, nice.
Instant.
Chin chin.
Oh. That happened to my cousin. I remember when he was very young, he'd done a shot of Sambuca and he'd done that. But he went back, and then when he came forward, he was sick. Like, shot it and then went, blah. Funny. He's got some Brent bars. He did, didn't he?
Have you ever
nice. Bit sped up though. That's pretty good. I feel like you could do that with most songs, right? Oh, there you go. Oh, this might be TOS. I think it might be TOS, that. I'm not gonna risk it. Fucking grim. I hate stuff like that anyway. I don't like people eating weird confectionery goods. Fucking grosses me out. Like those videos of people chopping up cows' vaginas and... No. And strange things happen when you're going round the twist. What game is this? Call of Duty? Of some description? Maybe? Have you ever felt like this? But Hades 2. Oh man, that's a fucking great game, Hades. And Hades 2. The only thing that wound me up about that, 'cause I really liked it, but it was in early access, which just pisses me off a bit because I bought it, played the early access thing, and now it's a bit like, well, I don't think I'm going to play the official release. So I feel like I'm sort of missing out because I played a lot of that in early access. Now I feel like I've sort of played the game. That is a really good game. I love the music in the second zone boss. It's so good. So well done. Terrorist Balaclava, Counter-Strike, CSGO. CSGO. Not CSI. Oh, fuck it. PS3. Oh, I won't get this. I love how the narrative that is actually based around the fact you have to die loads. Yeah, it's wicked, isn't it? It's really good. It's addictive. I might try and go back to it. It's very addictive. Evasion 98. Stealth, I don't know. Devil May Cry? Can't be the first one. Must be 5? Maybe? Rainbow Six. 2008. Rainbow Six. What the fuck? I've got no idea what this is. They all look the same, these sort of games to me. Metal Gear Solid. Really? What? I didn't expect it to be like that. Which one would it be? Metal Gear Solid I. Jeez, fucking hell, there's loads. 4. Guns of the Patriots. Yes, it was. Well done. Well done, well done. Very good. Very good. Strange things happen. Yeah. Do one of these, then I'll tell you what I've been doing the past week. Albania. 7,000 kilometers. Cameroon. 2,000 kilometers. Time guesser? Yeah, that's on the list. I'll definitely do some time guesser. I bought Balatro as well because it was on offer and I thought, fuck it. It's quite cheap. I might play that in a bit. Just gonna have a chilled stream today. In Round the Twist, a young boy pissed on a tree and got pregnant. I never really watched it. It was always in the background, but I never really watched Round the Twist. If we go this sort of direction. Mozambique. Oh, it's adjacent. Tanzania. Other way. South Africa then. Nice. Have you tried Bandle? Yeah, I'm never really good at the music stuff. I might try it. I'll try it today. Fuck it, I'll try it now. Oh, 1967? Jesus Christ. No chance. I'll get a drink of water. That's so difficult. Band on the Run? Do you know what, Dickie? I thought that. I got my mind set on you. Monster Mash? Band on the Run? No. Bass. Monster Mash? No. Oh. Brown-eyed Girl, that's a very good shout. Oh, I don't know. Could be. Fuck it. Brown-eyed Girl. It fucking was. Well done. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it now. Nice. I didn't think that would be 1967. Ah, simpler times, wasn't it? My brown-eyed girl. That was about as risque as you got. Do 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 do. That's a bit like Heartbeat. Right, I'll give you a little fill in where I've been. I'm not going to bang on about it though, because it'll just fucking, it's just depressing, boring shit subject. I thought I'd have a break from streaming because I was just fucking stressed out. There's not mental health. It's not mental health, really. It's just everything being a bit shit. That's what it is. It's easy to turn around and go, it's mental health. It's not, when I think about it. It's just things were shit. It's that thing where everything happens all at once. I had like family shit, social shit, health stuff, financial stuff, and it was just one thing after the other. And I think everyone's been there. You get to that point where you sort of just think, do you know what, just fuck everything. I'm fucking fed up. Fuck everyone. Fuck everything. I don't fucking care. I keep saying this because I feel like I'm not fucking dropping a hint or anything or a cry for help, because it's not that. It's not like a suicidal thing where I was like, I fucking give up. I've had enough. I'm going to fucking off myself. It's not that. I'm not fucking suicidal at all. But it's just that thing where I just get so... Plus the fact that I hadn't had meds. I'm bad for this. Like, I'm on those SSRIs. If I run out of them, because I've taken them for so long, I just... sometimes I run out. Hello, Zoe. Sometimes I'll just think, I'll get my repeat prescription in a week. I'll be fine. And normally I am. I'm just lazy about picking them up. But it does, if I don't have them, anything that I'm feeling, it does. I do notice it, actually. I didn't think it did, but I particularly noticed it this week. What it does is it just fucking amplifies everything. So that, combined with all the other stuff going on, I was just like, I can't be arsed with anything. Can't be fucking bothered. I know everyone's been there. It's not like some fucking... Everyone's had that feeling. So yeah, I thought, you know what? I need to just chill out for a bit and not worry about streaming. Like, I enjoy fucking streaming. Streaming isn't stressful for me. It's good for me, if anything, because I can do this and just sit and say what's on my mind. So it's not that streaming's a stress that I need to take out of the equation at all. I might be a bit more erratic with the streams though, because I do sometimes think, fucking hell, I like streaming, I love doing it, but sometimes I need to actually prioritise other shit and get my shit together a bit. So I might not be quite as militant with like, right, I have to stream, I need to stream every 4 times a week or whatever. So I might do it a bit more erratically. But then I'll do stupid shit like last Wednesday night. I'll be like, fuck, do you know what? I'm just going to fucking sit here. I'm going to have a bottle of wine, go on GTA as like a bit of escapism for a bit. But then that's not a good idea either, because when you're in that mood, especially if I'm in like, fuck it mood, end up doing things like having 2 bottles of wine and then barely making it to bed, being sick, and then crawling into bed and passing out. Sometimes you just focus on yourself, and that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's not like I don't like being one of those people who come on and sort of moan about that kind of thing, and then everyone's like, "Oh, it's fine," because I get it and I appreciate it. I do, and everyone's been anyone who's knows I've felt like this have, been kind and nice, and I appreciate that. I do. It's just it's difficult, and I think it's still difficult. I think as a bloke with that sort of thing, a little bit. I feel like regardless of this thing of people saying men need to be more open about this kind of stuff and men need to be more vulnerable and stuff like that. I think, yeah, it's all right saying that, but I've noticed that, and I don't mean from women specifically, just in general, I do think people still see it as a little bit of like, oh, that's great, you're being like that, if it's convenient for me. A little bit. I don't know how to explain it. It sort of made me think, do you know what? And I've noticed this through several points in my life when I've gone through different various types of stuff. You've got to just do it yourself. Annoyingly, I'm not saying don't open up to people and don't say what you're going through and get support. But in my opinion and from my experience, it's fucking on you to sort your shit out, really. No one's going to really do it for you, obviously. It isn't easy. I went through my toughest times. I was too scared to talk to anyone about it. I do think it's good to talk about it. I do. I'm pretty open about it. I don't... Unless it's something obviously really personal, I'm not going to say it. But generally, with the way I feel about stuff, I don't mind saying it. You seem like someone who's exhausted by his own thoughts. Yeah, I suppose literally sometimes, because it's that thing. I mean, that's half the problem, isn't it? I know it's not an uncommon thing, but if you're going through, you've got a lot of shit on your mind, you can't sleep, and it's just constant stuff on your mind. You can't relax, and it is literally exhausting. You can't sleep. I don't talk about my mental health because I feel like there's a burden on others. I do think it's good to talk about stuff, for sure. But I do think no one's gonna fucking fix it. No one's gonna have a magical answer for you. The older I've got, the more I've fucking realised that I don't know. I don't want to get too fucking heavy on it, but everyone has their own shit going on. You don't want to burden anyone with your shit as well. It's hard to open up about stuff when you're still the one who has to sort everything out anyway. I think that one of the things I heard once, and I thought, that's a really good point, is the thing of, wow, if someone spoke to you, if you had a friend who spoke to you about something that was quite personal they were going through, you'd feel almost complimented that they chose you to open up to in a way. I think that's quite a good thing to bear in mind if you feel like, I don't want to talk to anyone about it. I don't really feel, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to say this or say that because it's going to put too much on them. They'll probably be quite receptive to it. But I'm a hypocrite because I don't really do that either. It's just, you're right, Kirill. It's just, it gets fucking exhausting. That's why I just sometimes end up being like, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking... whatever's happening can just happen. Like, I get a bit like that in the moment. Don't mean I don't care about anyone or I don't give a shit about anything. It's just in that specific moment, sometimes you're like, fuck this. I think we all know that our mates would have our backs, but it doesn't make it any easier to open up about some things. Yeah. I wonder if... I I mean, this is a difficult question to ask because at the end of the day, everyone's got a bit of a skewed perspective on this anyway. But does everyone sort of hold themselves to quite a high standard? And what I mean by that, because I don't think no one's going to really go, nah, I don't hold myself to a high standard. So it's a weird question to ask. But I think in general, I put too much pressure on myself to hold myself to my own weird standard. And then when sometimes actually it's all right to be like, do you know what? Everyone's a little bit shit sometimes, especially. And it's all right to be a bit shit now and again. Conversation with a person you open up to can also be a monologue by you articulating your thoughts to another person who's different from just having them in your head, because you can't just push them away once you've spoken them. At least that's how you feel, and the person you open up to can help you. I think that's what was that called? I heard this term recently, and you're right, Kiral. I think that's why I like doing things like streaming, because I don't fucking live with anyone. I don't have a partner. I don't have kids. I'm not particularly close with family members. Don't really. Well, they're always there. Like my real life mates, I just don't see that often anymore. It's not very often I actually can articulate things out loud. That's why I like streaming. And there's that thing, there's a word for it, but it's that thing where sometimes when you've got a problem and you talk it through and you're like, oh, I've got this problem here. It's this, and this. By articulating, you're like, oh, fuck, hang on. No, don't worry. I get it now. And it makes more sense once you actually articulate it, if that makes sense. If I held everyone else to the standards I hold for myself, it's hard to be kind to yourself and cut yourself some slack. Yeah, well, I'm fucking... Yeah, I know what you mean. But then I do hold myself to a silly standard sometimes. And that sounds arrogant, but I don't mean it like that. I just mean it in the sense of I like to at least try and do the right thing and be a good, morally upstanding citizen. But sometimes it's all right to not be. As long as you learn from it. It's easy to assume that everyone has their own shit together except you, and the reality is everyone's got stuff going on. Definitely. That's what I mean. That's why I'm like, I don't think it's not like coming on here going, oh, I've been away because I've really been struggling with mental health and stuff like that, which I appreciate a lot of people do, and I suppose it is just an umbrella term at the end of the day, but I just feel like it's not particularly anything specific. It's not like, right, guys, I'm actually now severely depressed. It's just having a bit of a shit time because everything's happening at once. That's it, Qatari. Rubber duck it. That's exactly it. And that was the example I saw. Where the act of getting something out of your head and spoken out loud. That was exactly it. Rubber ducking. Interesting.
You deserve it.
It's definitely true. I think that's where therapy's good. I think that's all therapy is, really, isn't it? When I've spoke to therapists, they don't particularly do anything other than ask you questions and get you to speak. We're on our heads so much. I build scenarios all the time because if it goes wrong, then I can't be disappointed. Thank you very much, Sillet, for 21 months. That's incredibly kind, dude. Hope you're well. Yeah, you're right. It's overthinking. And I flip-flop as well with certain things. I'll be like, I'm trying to think of a good example. One minute I'll be like, right, I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then the next minute I'll think, nah, fuck that. Fuck this. I don't care. If someone in chat opened up about something they're worried about, half the chat will be like, yeah, me too. For sure. Yeah. I ruminate about stuff all the time and it leads to very lengthy indecision and procrastination. wonder if that's a symptom of stuff, because I'm terrible for procrastinating. Fucking envelopes in my kitchen piling up because I don't want to open it. I do really appreciate you having this conversation. It helps me to understand it's not just me. Definitely not just you, Boo. Yeah, I do think that's everybody has got shit going on in some way or another. Right? I don't know what it is. I don't know why that is. I think it's just a symptom of the world we live in. I reckon it's that thing of, there's just too much now. It's too much. There's too much stimulus. I know I've said this before, but it's that thing of, really, all we're meant to worry about is, do I have food? Do I have water? Do I have shelter? If I've got those three things, pretty much all right. That's it. And then if you got those, you're fine. But now it's like, fucking, those three things: mortgages, bills, fucking friend groups, big family groups, emails, job, social media, all that stuff is just a bit overwhelming. I think it's just our brains aren't meant to have it. I do really, yeah. But that's why I've felt a bit shit. I feel better now though, because I just couldn't fucking do anything at the end of last week. I don't do therapy and I don't take any medication. I go raw. Don't know if it's a positive way of doing things or not. I mean, in my opinion, it's whatever works for you. I did have therapy recently and didn't really go much on it. I do prefer just talking, I think. And I've been on medication for ages, and I think I probably do need it. Because it does just take the edge off. It stops me caring as much. I'm more inclined to not stress about things or worry about things as much. I've put my heater on so you can probably hear it in the background, sorry. Actually, let me close these doors. That will help. Leah takes SSRIs, been on them for 10 years. Well, I reckon that's the same for me, I think. I've been on them for years. And to be honest, even when I've sort of come off them or forgot to take them, I've not noticed that much of a difference. But I think what it comes down to, and I've particularly noticed it this past week, is it might feel like they're doing nothing, but for me at least, it takes the edge off things that normally really fucking get to you. So if nothing's particularly kicking off in your life and you came off them or didn't take them for a while, I don't think you'd notice any difference. I think the difference comes when something happens. If you're not on them or have come off them, that's when you really notice it, because whatever that thing is and those emotions in your head, it feels like they're way more intense than when you're on them. It's like they sort of take the edge off a bit. And I'm not coming on here being all woe is me, because I do feel a bit better this week, but we're all fucked up in our own way. Just need to appreciate that about each other. Embrace it. But I do feel a bit like it's good to talk and it's good to reach out, but the only person who can sort my head out is me, really. Not really any point on relying on someone else to do it. Well, to help with it. I don't know. I'm a bit cynical lately. But there you go. That's why I haven't been streaming last week. I do start thinking like, maybe I should actually get a proper job. Maybe that would help. But then The idea of fucking sitting here or not sitting here in the morning and having to get up instead and go to work at 7. Look that. But I'm not a danger to myself or anyone else. That's the main thing. Germany. I think you're right. It is Germany, isn't it? Hey! Life's a bitch, and then you meet one. That's probably why I've been single for so long. No, I wouldn't mind a bitch. Probably do me some good. Depends. Nah, that's not true. You've migrated. Do 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 do. I just want to reiterate, when I say that stuff like, yeah, I just feel like fuck everyone, it's not in the sense of I don't give a shit about anybody, because that's not the case at all. It's more just in that moment, you think, you just don't care. Somebody could literally come up and go, yeah, your car's just been blown up, and you just think, fucking care, fuck it, whatever. Do you know what I mean? That sort of feeling. Like, you don't, no matter what's happened, you're just completely capitulating, like, just whatever, fucking hell. Having a woman in your life gives you someone to be frightened of instead of just your own thoughts. Behind every great man, there's a greater woman, as they say. Or behind every great woman, there might be a greater woman. Life catches up with you every so often, happens to us all. That's why it does happen to everybody. That's why I'm not making a thing of it like, I'm going through a really big thing, because it's not particularly that deep, for want of a fucking better phrase. It's just things are a bit shit, that's all. And then you end up thinking stuff like, oh, well, hang on a minute, this kind of thing seems to happen. When's the bit where you get 5 good things happen in a row to balance it out? It's fucking been a while. But that's just feeling sorry for yourself, isn't it? This is my healing. My wife is a loving, good person, and when I don't manage to do something good for myself because I don't like myself, I do everything I can to make her happy. That's really nice. I think you're right, Corral, with that, because it sounds that's getting a bit hippie-fied. I heard a thing once, and it said that if you want to be to be happy, people often. It made sense to me. I don't know if it will to you, but people often sort of are grabbing out and pulling in. So it'll be like, oh, I need to get more. I don't know, more stuff. I need more money. I need more social media stuff. I need more friends, more sex, more fucking going out, whatever it might be, and you're sort of grabbing at stuff and pulling it in to try and feel happy. But that actually, if you want to be happy, it has to go the other way, and you have to give out. I thought that's quite a profound way of looking at it. I can see how that would work. Do you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not jumping at the chance of going to do volunteering or anything like that just yet. But I think something small like that, Kiral, potentially, even if it's just doing something nice for somebody, probably goes quite a long way to help yourself. It's not completely functional. When she's away for a weekend, I behave more self-destructively than ever before. Drink booze from morning till night, take cocaine and smoke pot. That's just self-medicating though, isn't it? I mean, I don't know you, Corral. I'm not judging. Because I'm bad for it as well. I'll sit and drink, I did last week, drink booze or whatever to self-medicate to feel better. Men are really notorious for that. Remember when I'd done a mental health first aid course thing, I was really shocked at the statistics for men who self-medicate with drugs and alcohol to deal with situations. And I'm normally alright on my own, but then I think that's just because I've sort of always been on my own a bit, with not having siblings, at least my own age. So I spent a lot of time dealing with stuff myself when I was younger and living on my own and in various capacities and things like that. I've always sort of been on my own and done my own thing for the most part. Obviously I've been in relationships and stuff, but I feel I've learnt how to deal with my own company. It sounds cliche and old-fashioned, but men are often expected to just get on with it. I really agree, 916. I think I just think that's built in. I know it's easy for people to go, no, men's mental health and stuff like that, it's more accepted and we want men to be able to talk about it and it's okay to do this and feel like this and feel like that. But I do think there's something deep in there that is just ingrained in our fucking evolution that says you're not meant to do that. Men don't do that. It's weakness. And I don't think that's going away. I think we can rationalise it and think, yeah, but we know better than that, which we do, logically. You do know that, well, that's silly. It's fine to feel shit sometimes and be going through a hard time. Everyone does it. It's not something to be ashamed of. Logically, of course. But I think there's something in there deep that you're not getting rid of, no matter what anyone says, that says you shouldn't feel like that. And objectively as well, people look at a bloke and think you shouldn't be like that. I do think that's something you just can't help. I used to be terrified of relationships. Like I couldn't picture myself being in one and changing. But I think what I was worried about was being bad at it and losing my independence. I think, yeah. See, I'm not interested in it. You've got a fucking fantastic relationship. I'm jealous of your relationship because yours is, for want of a better word, it's almost perfect, Posh, I think. So I'm glad you did take the leap. For me, I don't particularly want a relationship. I wouldn't be against it. If the perfect person came along, fine. But it's not something I'm seeking out particularly. The feeling of being ineffectual is worse than the feeling of weakness. What is that? I'm not even sure what that means. What is ineffectual? Ineffectual. Not producing any significant or desire. Oh, right, like having no impact on things. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. No agency or ability to change things. Yeah, that's a frustration, isn't it? Yeah. Just keep an eye out for Brum coming or going. Oh, I'll ask that question that Beth was talking about last night in a minute, actually. That'd be an interesting conversation. The byproduct of a badly transitioned egalitarian society, men's rights and attitudes towards men have remained stuck in the past where everything else seems to be progressive. Yeah, it's a weird one. Like with my family stuff, again, I'm not going to go into it too much just because it's a bit personal, but like with family stuff, yeah, no, I'm not going to go into it. He'll come back with a live grenade in his back seat. The four-wheel cunt. I'd love to see you having a YouTube boxing match with Brum. I do agree with what you're saying though, OBG. I think it's still not quite there. It's normally fine, depends who you're with. Some people sort of get it, I think, but normally other men who are going through similar stuff, or women really. Having no agency or ability to change things in your life. There was something I was thinking about, and that rings true there. There was some cycle I was trying to work out, and I was like, well, hang on a minute, no matter what I do, it's a vicious cycle. What was that? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. It does feel like men are hated and vilified more these days. Don't get me wrong, it seems there's a new story every day about something a bloke has done that's fucked. If you say it's not all men, even then you get vilified. Yeah. Because even now reading that, I'm like, the immediate thing I want to say is, right, I'm not saying that this is everybody and that men have it hard and that, you know, because there is a lot of things that men have better. But yeah, in this specific scenario, I know what you mean. On the rare occasion, little vulnerability is appreciated and reassured. It's a great feeling. It's a sad state of affairs, but not with friends. With friends, it's always been okay. But I've found a lot of experiences where if you are going through something or try and take that route, it doesn't fucking always land, and it's not appreciated, or it's not convenient, or I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's a problem, isn't it, with stuff like that as well. It's hard sometimes to communicate what's going on in your head. Being told constantly you're privileged and man up just grinds you down. It is emasculating. Yeah. I've never liked that privilege thing. So I'm not fucking privileged. I've never had any privilege. Jesus Christ. I want to know. I want a list of the privilege I've had, because it certainly isn't Well, certainly if I can see it. Andy's Man Club. It's okay to talk. See, I wouldn't go to something like this. It's good though. I can see it works for some people, but that it wouldn't be for me. I don't think. But I think it's probably is very good for some people, and I'm glad there is stuff like that that's more focused on it. Trying to think why I wouldn't like that as much. Do you know what it is? And this fucking ties into the stigma around it. Because it's not, this isn't true, but this is what I think in my head. Something like that. It's a bit sad. What a bunch of blokes sort of standing around in a circle saying how terrible their life is. Going, oh, my girlfriend split up with me last week. Oh, I've got an alcohol problem. Oh, I just feel so depressed all the time. My brain goes to, nah, that'd be just a bunch of sad blokes in a circle. Which isn't right, and that isn't true, but that's what my head thinks. Identity politics and intellectual declaration of bankruptcy. But no, thank you, Zoe. I know, and that is good. The best thing is having options. That's why I think it's good to, and I go to the doctor about this stuff. I think it's important to go to the doctor if you feel shit, because they will be able to provide stuff like that, or maybe therapy, or something online, or whatever it might be. Do you know what I mean? Come to 916's Man Club. We talk about our feelings and show each other our willies. Andy's Man Club is alright if you're alright leaving the house. There's nothing for those unable to. Yeah. Those online, they must be online stuff for that. Should be good. Phone call stuff to take solace from gaming. I do think gaming helps a lot. Are those things professionally run, or is it some blokes get together? Grief counselling. I would recommend anyone get therapy. I had about 5 years ago, it might have been longer than that actually. It probably was like 8 years ago. I had some talking therapy, and that was really good. That genuinely was great. But the stuff I had recently didn't help me as much. But I think the problem with it was it wasn't the right kind of therapy, because it was more, they were really focused on CBT stuff, not cock and ball torture. Cognitive behavioural therapy. They were more, I felt like they were trying to drill into that too much, which I'd rather just fucking talk. I bet it's like Fight Club where you hug Meatloaf's man boobs. That's exactly what I was picturing. That's why I never went to Anonymous Alcoholics. It's just not for me, because it reminds me of a cult. I sort of... this is probably the complete wrong attitude, but I feel like I'd come out of those sort of things more depressed or more sad. We have a poster up in the toilet, so I'll work for a local one. I'm undergoing heavy therapy at the moment. A mess, but I need the help. Good. I think that's the important thing, is trying different stuff. Don't be afraid of trying medication or therapy or whatever it is. Don't know about mental health groups online, but I'm going to stop drinking. The people in there are so supportive. It's good to know. I suppose the main thing is knowing you're going through stuff that other people are going through. With things like that, isn't it? I remember that helped me a lot when I was younger, and I had that emetophobia thing, fear of being sick. I remember finding a forum about it, and I was so shocked because this was like internet early days. I was so surprised because I didn't even know it was a thing. And then there's this big forum of everyone sort of listing this stuff. And I'm like, fucking hell, that is exactly the same as me. And that really helped. It's just Dip. Yeah, big hugs, Dip. I'm glad you're doing something. That's the main thing. Move in the right direction. If it doesn't work, try something else. You've done pretty well, dude, though, to be fair, because you said, I mean, you don't drink, and you said you stopped smoking as well. That's really positive. You recognise it and done something. Go and listen to Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate while eating a steak. Yes! That'll man you up, won't it? They're the guys who know what they're doing. You can't overstate the feeling of knowing that other people are going through the same similar as you. I don't drink. This is 23. Fucking hell, I didn't know it'd been that long. Almost a year of no smoking. That's the hard one, though. I think stopping smoking would be harder than stopping drinking. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I've never been addicted to alcohol. 8 years since I stopped smoking. 20 a day Marlboros. 3 years to stop drinking. I still call myself an alcoholic. Well, fucking good for you. I think that takes a lot more strength. People give credit due, whatever. Because I can't imagine the idea. That's why I know never had alcoholic tendencies, because yes, I like to drink and I fucking go over the top sometimes when I do, but I've never had the thing where I feel like I need a drink. Not in that sense. I'm grateful for that. And I can't really imagine what that's like to think, right, if I have one drink, that will fuck everything and I'll be back on the wagon, back off the wagon. 1.5 stones. See, a lot of my problem as well is lack of exercise, I think. I'd love to know how people stop drinking. The evenings will get so boring without a couple of beers. I could drink every night, but I just sort of think, nah, I don't want to get into the habit of it, because I'd love a drink. I was drinking until I blacked out every night. Drinking till the early hours. That's why I knew I had to stop, because I'd been in and out of treatment for alcohol. Is that, you don't have to answer this if it's personal, I'm just curious. Honestly, you don't have to answer it, you can just totally ignore it. But is it drinking, is often with alcoholism, is it you're drinking because you need that drink, same as a cigarette, like fucking hell I need a drink, oh my God, same as I might think, oh I need some nicotine. Is it that, or is it more that when you're sober, you're feeling shit, so it's the escapism of drinking and forgetting about stuff and being more relaxed? That's the thing that you can't deal with being sober because you've got too much on your mind or too much going on, so you have to have a drink to then block that shit out. Is that the problem? Or is it purely just addiction of drinking alcohol? Some of it was physical dependency. Sorry, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. But most of it was coping for dealing with stress and shit in my life. Right, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was just curious, because I think a lot of people have done that. We think, oh, I've had a shit day, I just want to have a drink and forget about it. But I guess it's that times fucking 1,000. I deliberately refuse to learn how to use the dark web so I don't end up buying illicit narcotics. I've never been down that route. I've known myself well enough, thankfully, to never really get into that kind of thing. And I'm glad, because I do have an addictive personality, I think. I very easily get sucked into things, and I feel like if I ever done something like in cocaine, I'd be like, this is brilliant. This is fucking great. Right, every weekend I'm going to have a little bump of cocaine. Before you know it, life ruined. Could I share a drink later? Sorry, by all means. Go for it, Zoe. I'm not in a... Say, do whatever you want. I'm honestly not... I'm very easy breezy today. I'm not doing anything pre-planned on the stream. That's the problem. Cocaine is brilliant. I thought, well, it'll go two ways. Either I'll have it and I'll feel absolutely awful and panicked and anxious and horrible and I'll hate it, or it'll be brilliant and I'll love it and want to do it all the time. Neither of which is going to be a good outcome. So I've always been curious, but I've always steered clear of it. When I managed not to drink for a week, I felt very good mentally, but the first week sober is 24/7 depression. See, sometimes I'll go a few weeks without having a drink. That's why I've always had a bit of a hold on it. Because I'd really like having a drink. I'd hate to be in that position where I'm like, oh, I can't ever have a drink again. Because I do like it. Just sometimes I go a bit overboard. That's the problem. I can definitely see how if you were going for a really shit time, how just getting fucking blottoed could easily become the norm, just so you're not thinking about other stuff. I stopped coke in about 2009, spending my entire pay on it. Had a relapse in 2013, but I told my girlfriend, now wife, got past it. Good for you, man. I take it is cocaine very a very addictive drug? I don't really know. I went 4 days without booze last week. It's pretty good for me. I didn't know you drank that much, Qatari. Not saying like, oh, bloody hell, you drink a lot, don't you? Because I know it's, some people have a few beers every night. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but that's the problem, isn't it? It is more fun. Life is more fun if you've had a beer or two or a glass of wine. The problem is, for me, if I've got a bottle of wine, I'll fucking drink it. I can't just have one glass of wine because I have no willpower. I mean, I drop of alcohol for 2 to 3 weeks. Dickie, that's not like you. I don't think I've ever heard you go that long since I've known you. June was the last time I drank any alcohol, and it's for my birthday. My grandma was an alcoholic, and I saw the damage it did. She lost a limb and ended up in a chair. Yeah, that's horrible. It's not good, is it? Can't we just invent something that gives you the effects of alcohol without the bad shit? Like, I don't know, a little pill, but you're only allowed to, you subscribe them through the post. But you're only allowed to have one a day. So you can't overdo it. And it just makes you feel a little bit pissed. That'd be great. I think I'm addicted to takeaway food. Usually I have a couple of beers every night, a glass of wine or two. The only beer to have a good time. Winter and Margate, there's nothing going on. I'm jealous of people who can come out sober and just have a fucking brilliant night out. I feel like I couldn't do that. I'd be I'd just get really self-conscious, I think. Drinking Friday, nice. You deserve it, Dickie. Go wild. Go for 3 bottles of wine. In that time, I've had my engagement party, mine and Claire's 30th, and our wedding. I guess it's, if you've been that long, it's just that it sort of feels like the norm. I think some of it's routine for me. If I go out, as soon as I go out, instantly my brain thinks, right, let's get a drink. And then you almost don't quite feel right if you're not half cut. Well, not half cut, but like if you haven't had a drink, it's weird. Milk addiction. Addicted to milk. Fresh from the cow's teats. I used to say I needed alcohol to join night out, but I just think I was using it to mask. It's probably fine. I think you're just probably more aware of yourself when you've not had a drink. That's probably all it is, right? I have an addiction to milk. You actually have an addiction to it, and it's easily 3 or 4 litres a day. If I could, I've tried to stop, done nothing, but I can't. I'm actually addicted to milk. I don't drink. It's the one thing I fucking love drinking. I suppose there could be worse things. Is there a danger of drinking too much milk? I suppose it depends what sort of milk. It's bad. Nearly gave us diabetes with it. Bloody hell. God. I couldn't drink now if I wanted to. I'm on that many tablets, I'd rattle. I'm addicted to milkers. Yeah, sticky. Now that's an addiction I get on board with. What's the therapy for that? I think my flatmate is addicted to wiping his arse because how much toilet paper he gets through. It's mental. Imagine if someone's addicted to wiping their arse. Secretly doing it at work. That's funny. See, we're all a bit mental. Everyone's a bit fucking weird and fucked. In their own little way. But you're allowed to be. It's all right. Do. Oh yeah. The toilet's wiping away. Smuggling in toilet paper between his arse cheeks into meetings just so he can still feel the sensation of it. I remember reading a thing once. Oh, this is mad. And it reminds me of that. I learned something last week. So when you have a soft poo, it's impossible to wipe your bum properly because some stays inside your intestine and produces more mucus and continues to contract to push it out. Oh, for fuck's sake. That is a fact I really didn't need to know. Oh. So basically you want to pop back in after sort of half an hour. Give it a tidy up. I've currently got a 4-inch thick dressing gown. Think dressing with a zinc paste underdressing on my leg. There's a bad case of cellulitis. Or a cut. I used to know what cellulitis was from my old job. Isn't it work? It's like a... What is that? Is it like inflammation of an area? I know people used to get it a lot from mosquito bites, cellulitis. It's just an infected cut, is it? Or wound. I remember reading a thing once on fucking 4chan. This is so weird. I think there might have been pictures. In fact, I'm sure there was pictures. Because the ending is even more weird. Of a guy who said that he got addicted. Oh, this is a bit fucking gross, so bear with me. He liked the feeling of putting wood glue. You know when you get PVA glue, put it on your fingers and peel it off? That. But he liked the feeling of using wood glue and doing that on his arse hole. So he'd put wood glue on it, let it dry. I mean, it doesn't really make sense because I think he'd glue it together. But he'd let it dry, and then he liked the feeling of peeling it off his bumhole. But then he's had pictures because he'd collected all the peelings. But the weirdest, unless I'm remembering this wrong, the picture he put up showed them, and they were all like charred because he was saying that he was really sad because he'd had a fire and the fire had burnt part of his arse PVA glue peelings. So he'd sort of lost this big collection of arse peelings. It's such a weird thing. But what a strange... It's too weird to just make up as well, isn't it? I understand people have strange things they like, but how do you find it out? I know. How would you discover that? I reckon he had a dirty arse and he peeled a bit of that off and went, oh, I like that. He thought, I wonder what else I could do. And then tried it with PVA glue maybe and then upgraded it. But I'm sure he said wood glue, which seems mental because wood glue's fucking strong, isn't it? Like, that's really extreme. Probably get a random boner while doing something and then go back for more. It's fucking... Ended up in hospital having glued his anus to his face. Fuck me. Zoe's got a Star Wars story to come. That's fine. Like I said, I'm honestly not in a rush to do anything today. I like causing pain. I like causing myself pain on the cuticles. I think it's a stim. Thin wires, any things that can press on my cuticle. Really? Oh, I don't like that. No, not cuticles. I think I know what you mean, though. When you said that, the thing that reminds me of is I quite like the feeling of when you go to the hygienist and they do your gums. There's something about that, like, I don't know, when they're like, whatever they're doing in there, I don't know. But it feels like they're fucking poking into your gums. I like that feeling in a weird way. I can't even explain it. It just feels nice. I'll wait for the whole thing to come in, Zoe. I also like the feeling of causing some minor pain in the corners of my eye socket. Oh, no. I don't think I've got anything else like that. That's the only thing I can think of. I wonder why that is. I wonder what causes that kind of thing to feel nice. Is it a bit like when you eat hot food and it releases endorphins because it's burning a bit? I like causing minor pain to animals and children. It's a real stress reliever. Or just squeezing them a bit too hard till they squeak. Like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Hugged the cat. Was it a cat? No, it was rabbits, wasn't it? He hugged a bit too hard. I feel like we could all relate to that. Okay, right, let me have a read, Zoe. Bit of context. I grew up in an abusive home with my grandmother and they abused her. My handicapped mother, she's not to blame. My father is equally handicapped, been in a care home my entire life, got no siblings I've met, no friends my age. As soon as I was able to walk, I think the house for 20 hours a day at a time, they're like 8 years old, by the way. I made friends with the local teenage youths and drank vodka, copious amounts of drugs. Going into the first year at uni, so 19, I'd stopped the drugs. At this point, I couldn't get through the day without bottles of vodka straight. On a morning, finally being out of my nana. Being out of my nana's grasp meant I didn't have to hide it. It's a wreck. Fucking hell, I can imagine. and put myself in for heavy counselling and therapy. I realised another drinking wasn't actually the problem for me, at least. It wasn't in control of my day. I wasn't in control of my day. I could go multiple days without it and be fine. But what was the problem was the years of trauma backed up and never really feeling love all my life. Therapy really pulled me out of the self-destructive cycle of fucked mental health. Then the copious amount of alcohol I could drink went away. Present day, I barely even want to drink. If I do, I'm in complete control again. Bloody hell. See, that's a lot to go through. I'm sorry to hear you had to go through that. It sounds fucking awful. The very thin silver lining, I suppose, Zoe, is you've done a good thing by actually sorting... Not that you should have to sort it out, because it's not your fault, but you've managed to get on the straight and narrow early on in life, because I think a lot of people don't seek that help, right? And don't try and better themselves, and they end up, unfortunately, just going down a horrible path. So good for you for actually taking control of it. I think that's the thing, like I was saying earlier, and that I keep fucking learning, is that it sounds a bit harsh and a bit cynical, but you're on your fucking own. When it really comes down to it, you're on your own, and it's on you to fucking do something about it when it comes to the crunch. Because you could have just went, do you know what, fuck this. I feel happy when I'm drunk. I'm just going to fucking just keep drinking. And I've seen it happen. I've had friends whose... I've never had... there's never been like any alcoholism in my family. Not severe stuff, but I've had a friend whose mum sadly passed away due to alcoholism, and it was horrible. My skin is... Oh, you've got calloused cuticles from it. It's not a fetish or anything, so I think it's just a coping mechanism. A stim I've had since I was a kid. Interesting. I don't think I've got anything like that. I've never really bit my nails or my leg bounce. That's the thing. Sounds stupid, but it's mad. All your little names and chat on a computer screen have these mad lives going on the other side. Obvious, but not obvious. What's that thing called again? Somebody in the chat, it might be you, OBG. There's a word for it, right? Exactly. Sonder. That's it. Was it you, 916? I know somebody mentioned it. It is fucking mad, isn't it? Think about that sometimes when you look at a big stadium full of people. That's mad, isn't it? All those people, they've all got their own little bullshit going on. Thank you, Wade. I was a fairly self-aware teenager. I tried loads of years before to stop. As soon as I did stop, I didn't feel anything. Trauma made my emotions numb, and the alcohol would bring them back on. It's fucking scary how much childhood trauma affects things, isn't it? Fuck, I want a beer. I've got half a bottle of wine sitting here. I was very disciplined last night. I put damage my fingers in Discord. Alright, I won't get it out on stream. Personal body stuff, innit? Oh yeah, they didn't look too bad. It's not like you'd look at them and go, oh, gross. It's just an interesting thing to do. I wonder why that came about. Sometimes you've just got to look at yourself and be like, I don't want to be like this my entire life. By all means, my emotions are still fucked. I barely even feel sad unless it's the most dramatic level of sadness. If I can feel happy and excited again, I'll take that. Yeah. Like that first one is supposed to be straight, but there's clear bumps either side. Wonder if that is like a comfort thing. Speaking of addiction, time to get another snooze in my gob. It's hard to feel motivated with that. I was thinking about what you just said, Zoe, there, where you're like, I don't want to be like this for the rest of my life. See, I think like that sometimes, not quite to that level of like, oh, I'm a mess, I can't cope with this for the rest of my life, but more just general shit that I should probably do to sort myself out. But as soon as I start thinking, right, now what are we going to do here? I instantly, my brain instantly starts going, oh, no, fuck that. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about that. We'll just pop that to one side. We'll have shit to work through. Sometimes I try and think, I know it's just a cliche thing of being grateful for what you've got, I suppose, really. But like yesterday, I went to my nan's and she's lovely, but she's 93 and her memory's getting worse. And I don't mind seeing her, it's fine. It's nice to see her. But after about 2 hours of having the same conversation, fucking hell, it's hard work. And I was there I went with my dad, so I was there for like 5 hours. And by the 5th hour, I was like, fuck, please. And I went with him, so he was driving. I was just sitting there thinking, oh my God, please, can we just go home? I'm so bored. Which sounds ungrateful, but it was very boring. And then when I got home, it felt like a nice relief. I was like, nice, right, I can just chill out now and just sit at the PC or whatever. And you do sometimes think, like, even when you've got bollocks going on, I think, it's not that bad. Like, at least, like, what's the worst that could happen to me, really? Like, even if it all went to shit, I'd still just have to fucking sit here and play games. Not that bad. Something I've had a lot when someone's been saying to me about stuff they've gone through, they say, it's not as bad as what you went through, but it really annoys me. What went through doesn't lessen other people's issues. Yeah, and I suppose it's all relative, isn't it? It's all relative to what you have been through before, and I suppose there's always a situation that is worse than another situation. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'd give my left arm to have 5 hours with my nan again. Yeah, but it's... You know what I mean? I'm not slagging her off and saying, I can't bloody stand her. Can't stand the woman. She's fine. I'll happily go and see her, but it's just... it's the same conversation for 5 hours. It's too much. I've just learnt that I stim. Rub corners of materials like shirts, jumpers, pillowcases. Is that what it is then? A repetitive sort of comfort thing? Do you get on well with your dad? My old man was a mysterious suck. It was this mysterious, sarcastic man who I'd seen once a week. Looked like Oliver Reed. Really? Well, I hope he didn't drink as much. Yeah, it's a funny relationship I've got with my dad. He's fine. He'd never let's put it this way, he'd never see me come to any harm. He'd always be there if I needed him. But I don't particularly have the sort of relationship where there's no emotion in it, let's put it that way. It's very much just sort of going through the motions. So that thing, I said before about how my fucking leg bounces. like an anxious leg bounce. Is that called a stim? I had a stepdad that raised me from 5 until him and my mum split up when I was in my mid-20s. Now he never talks to me. That's mad. Have you reached out to him? Or is it just not that sort of relationship at all? That's a long time, isn't it? I feel like you'd think you'd have a bit of a... We don't not talk. Just don't talk. Yeah, I get you. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. The fact your dad has got your back is his style of emotion. Some men just can't show it. Yeah. I think you're spot on with that, Mrs. Doubtfire. No Doubtfire. Because he's never been emotional. Never in a horrible way. It's just not his personality at all. I mean, I'm not very emotional. I'm honest about stuff and I'll talk about stuff. He wouldn't do that. But not a particularly emotional person. What a weird bloke to just not talk to me. That is strange, isn't it? I don't know. It's difficult because obviously who knows about the dynamic, but that you have. I can't sort of imagine that, obviously. But it's just a bit of a shame, isn't it? It's just a bit of a shame. The way I see it. I keep thinking about asking what the fuck, but I get scared. Again, that might be the generational thing, because I can't imagine ever saying to my dad, for example, how are you emotionally, Dad? Are you coping all right? That just wouldn't happen. Or if I did, his answer would be like, yeah, fine, yeah, I'm fine. That is literally what I'd get. My family are all very emotional, and I'm not really. I go around and I still have a picture of me and Leah. It's her phone background. She died over 2 years ago. It's difficult, isn't it? I suppose bereavement's a weird thing. It's a difficult thing. And I think people cope with it in different ways, I suppose. Yeah. Leah, my partner, had a bad relationship with her father, and over the years I've worked to get them into a better place. Now we go visit every other weekend. I think it's important if both sides are willing to do what's needed, and they both now have a much better relationship. I think it's lovely if you have that sort of relationship, if you're able to. I think it's brilliant. I'm jealous of people who have that sort of thing. Our dads, I imagine, the same generation. They just don't talk about their feelings. Yeah, never. I'd never get anything like that. And my dad's been through some pretty fucking rough stuff. And I've tried, without going too deep into it, he's had a fucking rough time. I mean, my mum died when I was 8 from cancer. He had to raise me on his own and my mum's kids from a previous marriage who were a lot older. That's not easy. And then, when was this? This would have been like right in the middle of COVID. My stepmum got cancer. So he had to basically go through all that shit again. And even then I was like, look, if you ever need any help, if you ever need anything, you know where I am. But it's very much like, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. It's like, yeah, but are you? But you won't ever, it will never ever be like, do you know what? I feel fucking shit. I'm fed up. This is bullshit. He just wouldn't do it. Again, it's that thing we were talking about earlier of you're a man and you must uphold your manliness at all times, and you're not allowed to be vulnerable, particularly to your son. God forbid. Had an absent abusive father and resented my stepdad. Yeah. But thankfully, other than that, obviously, losing a parent early, my childhood was all right. That's the only, obviously, quite major thing. But I never had, I had quite a supportive family, thankfully. The most parental connection I had was my two uncles, who are technically no relation to me as my mum's adopted. And they're the husbands married to what could be my second or third aunts. I feel like that's the other thing is you don't have to like your parents, do you? If you've got shit parents that don't care about you, and you've got friends that do, fuck it. It's fine. Is your mum that young in life? Yeah, obviously it was. I mean, I'm not going to go into it too much, but coped with it all right at the time, but it definitely reared its head a few years later. Let's put it that way. Going through that. I sometimes wonder if my choice not to have children is subconscious, me being afraid as shit a dad as mine. Yeah, that's sad, dude. I don't think there's any excuse for being a shit parent. I don't understand it. I know I can't comment because I have kids. But I'd like to think, fucking hell, if you have kids, that's the time when you just commit completely to make sure that kid's all right. It shouldn't just come to the territory of just being a fucking decent human being, at the very least. Poor dad has to bury all his emotions just to cope. Yeah, probably. But that's the problem. He won't say. He won't talk about it, so who knows? He might be. He might be very good at coping. But at the same time, he might not. But he wouldn't fucking tell me if he wasn't. Stupid men. And their silly emotions. You can babysit mine for a week. I reckon I could do a week. I think it'd be quite fun. International Men's Day tomorrow. Car. We could really ramp it up then. We can all compliment each other's knobs. Is that what that's what it should be? I mean, that's how fucking vacuous a man is. He could probably be going through the worst trauma of his life. But if a lady went, bloody hell, you look like you've got a big willy, he'd instantly perk up. That would erase any fucking thing he's going through, I reckon. I worry I'll become like my nan if I ever have kids. I'll be a mother. Man, it's scary. Well, what 916 said is right, so don't worry too much. So I think our generation are the ones starting to break all this generational trauma. We realised how shit it was and actively trying to be better. If someone said nice cock, it would brighten my day. Fucking yeah, Sticky. One single compliment and we're good to go for another 25 years. I'll even take a that'll do. Hey. Gen Z and Alpha always hating on each other, and millennials and boomers. No, but no one ever brings up Gen X. You're right, actually. I mean, I'm technically a millennial, I think. the lost generation. I don't want to exclude women because I know there's been a lot of talk of mental health in men, but I do understand that fucking everybody's got horrible shit going on. Just so happened that the man, dad route was walked. Human mental health, yeah. Everyone's got fucking... I suppose for women it's just a different facet of things, isn't it? I mean, I know everyone has a little bit of the other, little bit of each other thing, of each of the things. But I feel like, I don't know, no. I'm going to talk about that. I never realised how much men love having their dicks complimented. Yeah, definitely. Until Ben met my friends at a house party and they were like, Jesus Christ, you're huge. They which proceeded into, how big is it? And he just stood there letting my mate, how do you say that name? Callum? Feel his dick. I mean, I don't know if I'd go as far as feel Calum. Okay, thank you. I don't know if I'd feel somebody's dick. I might go, fucking hell, mate. That's a lot. I don't know. Can I ever feel? Honestly, men will take any compliment, remember it till they die. Yeah, and they'll fucking cling on to it as well, won't they? It's Irish for Callum. Okay. Oh yeah, that'd be awkward. A little twinge. Sometimes it feels like as a bloke you're sort of trying to think what what's the version of it for men. You know how women have so much pressure about fucking looks and body image and stuff like that. What do you think the equivalent is for men? And I know there is a bit of a crossover with these, of course, but do you think it's like... Because I think what it is having to be manly and rugged and a bad boy, but at the same time not, because people don't like arseholes, obviously. Is it that? I think it might be that, like this weird dichotomy of you're sort of expected to be a provider and big and strong and stoic, but you're also meant to not feel like you need to do that at the same time. And it's a bit like, well, hang on a minute. What is it then? He made it, and Calum looked like he was going to cry. Oh, he done the twinge, did he? Maybe it was involuntary. This was a tiny front room too, with Calum's new girlfriend having to experience this. And old school friends being like, is this normal? It sounds like the start of a porno. I think most men feel like they have to be good. Good at everything? Too much ego. I think it's ego that's the problem with blokes, isn't it? I think that's the big difference. Men have such a fucking ego. It really gets in the way. Be an alpha, but also be vulnerable. Have a lucrative career, but also spend a lot of time being emotionally vulnerable. Yeah. Chivalrous, but also be equal. It's an interesting conversation, and I'm glad everyone's like not thinking it's some weird divisive subject. I'm just genuinely curious about that specific thing. Because I feel like, say some miracle happened and I actually want to get into a relationship with somebody, and I thought, right, I'm going to go out dating. And say I went on a date and I met somebody and I was like, oh, we get on all right. They really like me. I really like them. I bet if I was like, yeah, I don't really go out anymore. I like to stream and play games, but I have loads of money. I feel like that would be a bit of probably a red flag for most people. And I get it, it's fine. But then you think, well, yeah, but why? Why would that be a red flag to somebody? Because it shouldn't be about money if you're into somebody. You shouldn't be annoyed if somebody's doing stuff they enjoy. Do you know what I mean? Difficult. I'd see it as a fucking green flag. If a woman said she streams and plays games, I'd be like, right, get it. Ben's new monthly obsession is going to the gym and bulking for the gains, but he doesn't realise he's got to take it in steps and keeps injuring himself. Fucking hell, at least he's trying. Jesus, that's more than I'd be motivated to do. I'm a lazy bastard. That is one of the things I might have to change, though. Actually get some exercise. I got told being a streamer is a red flag. It probably is. I get it. If he loses the dad bod, I'm going to cry. We need more of that attitude. Up, dad bod. Men probably do worry a bit too much about that, but so do women. I think, like I said before, there's a bit of a crossover. There's definitely more pressure on women about the body image stuff. I think men get it a little bit, and they don't really have to worry, I don't think. I think it's way too much concern on that front. Anyway, shall I actually get off this fucking subject and do some stuff? Greenland to Brazil. Well, that will be easy, won't it? Because we've got... Oh, actually, it might not be that easy. Canada. USA. Mexico. Right, this is going to be difficult. This will be the hard bit. Mexico, then... Right, well, I know it's Nicaragua. Panama will be in there. Costa Rica. Yeah. God, why is this so small? Can I not? Belize. Oh my God. Guatemala. Or is it El Salvador? Ah, shit. I think it's El Salvador. Oh no. There's something in here. Honduras. Right. Panama. Does Panama go into Colombia? Or is it Venezuela? Yes! I'll take it. What was the quickest route? I suppose you could have just gone Mexico, Guatemala. Right, didn't need Belize and El Salvador. They're the little ones. Okay. The best advice I got regarding self-image was, if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love anyone else? I think that's a very important thing. I do feel like, and that's one thing mental wise that I've sort of got down, but it's only through years of going through it, which is being happy with yourself and on your own and in your own company and being fine with it. But again, I've always had that a little bit, so it's probably been easier for me. But I know a lot of people who just, they can't be on their own. I don't necessarily mean relationship. I do know some people who we've all got friends like that, who sort of relationship, and then as soon as they break up with somebody, they're in with somebody else, and then as soon as they break up with them, there's somebody else, and they just have a chain of relationships. I've known people like that. And I also know people who physically can't be on their own either. They just can't stand it. They have to be out with somebody or have somebody round or go and stay at someone else's. Which is great, nice if you can be that social, but I do think it's important to be able to be with yourself and be content with yourself. That's one thing I am all right with, sure. Learning to love yourself as you are and knowing that your entire being has taken thousands of years, people shagging to be here today. Someone must find it hot. Exactly. Yeah. Social media doesn't help. When I go and walk down the street in the middle of Ipswich, say, it's funny because you look around and you think, do you know what? Like, it sounds silly because it's so obvious, but it's like if you scroll through fucking Instagram, all you see is all these very attractive people and blah, 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 fucking constant perfection, quote unquote. Just go and walk down the street and have a look. Jesus Christ, far from it. Some of the states walking around, it'll really perk you up. My sister has relationships like that. A bit worried she's having her first baby with the latest one. I suppose it's not, I'm not judging, because it's what works for some people. But I just think, I worry about people sometimes who do that and then one day they end up on their own and they don't have an option, and then that must be very, very difficult to cope with if you've always had someone around for your whole life. Walk around Ipswich, I think, you know what, I'm pretty squared away. Yeah, especially Ipswich. Fucking hell. Years of inbreeding around here, and it's really showing. It's because none of the hot people go outside. I think you're right. Most of them are probably in relationships, or the hot people are all inside banging away. Bastards. I reckon you're top 1%, 916. You get some proper odd specimens roaming the streets in South London. Definitely makes a difference though, because I remember when I went to Nottingham, I was like, bloody hell, everyone's way more attractive here. When I went to Amsterdam, I mean, that was a long time ago now, but I remember thinking, fucking hell, everybody looks, not like, oh, they're all fit, but everyone looks fit and healthy. All the hot people are indoors watching Wade on Twitch. Yeah, there's only like 15, 20 left now. Get down to Guildford. Sexiest place I've ever been. Is it? Guildford. Where is Guildford? Oh. Southwest London. Of London. I went to Durham and we said the same. Why is everyone fit? I honestly think around here, it is because like Ipswich, Norwich, the cliche is that, everyone's bloody used to be inbreeding. Well, I think, they did. I think that's half the problem. Weird, tainted genes around here. Guildford and Bournemouth are ridiculous. Oh, we've got no chance round here. All the good ones are snapped up by the rugby lads. There's no good ones left. Taint, alright. Double T though. How about double T? I'll go paint. Okay. Braille. No, it doesn't fit. Okay, Grail. Hello? I've been fucking smashing this lately. Trail. No. Rail. Srail. Drail. Frail. Hey! Get in there! Blade. The Scandinavians spunked all over this town, so you either get super fit people that look like they've crawled out of a ditch. Yeah, but it's supposed to be like that around here. We're supposed to have loads of like Viking heritage. Suffolk. I mean, I don't really know what happened. Maybe we got all the crap Vikings. Down, 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 down. Oh, pub quiz. How do I hang on a second? I need to figure out how to actually get on this bloody quiz. Is this the one, or is this the one I've done? Yeah, we done this. Maybe I'll give it another week. This is what you get down my way. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, not that. That's my chat. Oh, God.
Babe, look at me. I will eat you. Right, babe, look at me. Yeah, I don't care who you are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Please say that's actually Margate. Ramsgate. Is that close? Jesus, what a fucking lunatic. Oh. Is it not no. Ah. Once is enough. Ramsgate, next town over. Oh my God, Dickie, that's fucking horrendous. Fucking hell. What a woman. See? Could be worse. Could be worse. At least you're not headbutting bus stops. Crabs. Fiddler crab, horseshoe crab, hermit crab. Oh. Maybe not. Spider crab. Hey. All the hot people are over in Europe. Essex has a bad reputation. I saw Kent's hometown as a bigger mentalists. I'll have a little fiddler crab. Like Quagmire when he discovered the internet. Look at them. That's ridiculous, isn't it? The ex, she said not to worry about. Size of that. If you go into Chatham town centre, it's like Jeremy Kyle's back catalogue. Is it always the same? I don't know. I think so. It's a weird thing. I think they wave. They do like a thing where they all stand there waving this big fucking claw, and the females come along and go, yeah, you're the biggest one. I'm going for you. I don't think they really use them to fight, which is weird. And look at that. Have a little look, actually. Why do they have a big claw? Fiddler crab. Oh, there you go. Yeah, mating dance. There you go. That's it. Look at that. Imagine if we had to do that. It's so weird that we don't have something odd like this that we have to do, and all these other creatures in the planet do. Imagine if we had to wave our dicks around like that. To all stand out in a big field and wave our knobs around, and the woman comes along and goes, yes, this one. Oh, it's a lot more convoluted. Yeah, do you know what? It would be easier, wouldn't it? That would be easier. If there was none of the bullshit, you literally just, you all got in a big room, done something, I don't know, waved your arms around. Woman comes in and goes, yep, you. And that's it. No bollocks. Yeah, I'd go for that. Peacocking. Yeah. Too much nuance though, isn't there? I fancy getting laid, go on the street and start helicoptering. A few minutes later, done.
Hello.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Thank you, PZX Aline, for following. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Tassel on the bell end, yeah. Swing it around, show your moves off. I wonder what our equivalent is. Maybe it is dancing. I don't know, do women go for men who can dance very well? I can't dance. Saw a man who was particularly good at dancing, would that make you think, hello? Hello, Aline. Dalmatian, Ladybug, Domino, nice! Things with spots on, of course. The worst dance... See, that's interesting. The worst dancer a man is the hotter they are. They have to own it. Yeah, nice. I like that attitude. Confident. That's a big one, I think. Confidence. Isn't it? Where are you from? I'm from England. In the... As I've recently learned, not the southeast, the east of England. Rollers, hairspray, dryer and comb. Nice. And then bills you have to pay, I guess. That's a bit obscure, isn't it? Monthly expenses. Okay. I love a fucking idiot. Dickie replies, I'll try and find a video of me pissed out of my head in a club at Croydon dancing on my own. Please do. Please do. Similarly, if you accidentally fall or trip, you have to completely own it. Stand up and say, ta-da! I'm from Saudi Arabia. You know, I don't get many people outside of the UK. There's a few that I know of, but generally, mainly UK viewers. It's nice to explore the viewership. Dickie doing his mating dance. I don't know much English. I mean, you seem pretty good at it so far, so I wouldn't worry. Do you know some Arabic words? No, I don't know any. I don't even think I could type it with my keyboard, even if I did. Furnish me with some. What's some good insults? Arabic insults. To me, nothing too mental, but... Where's Time Guesser? There we go. Nashville. Have you found it, Dickie? DM. Can I play it on stream or not? I don't mind if not, dudes. I have done Hoodie's picture. And as I've been away, if something gets redeemed for another one, I'll leave it for a bit because I feel bad. You spent all that money and I've barely even had it on the stream. Tennessee 1986, okay. Let me just have a look at Dickie's thing. I'm very curious about this. Yes, there he is. You can tell the age of it by the camera quality. That's it, Dickie. Empty dance floor, Dickie in the middle. Love it. We've all been there. We've all been there. I think I'm the youngest person on the broadcast. I'm hoping you're all old enough to be in the chat, Aline. I don't know. 18? Go on, Dickie. It's depressing how slim we used to be in it. Twice the size of that now. Who fucking cares? Who cares? No. Right. Well, this is an 18. How old are you? 13. Right. PZX, no offence, but I'm going to have to ban you. You're too young to be in the stream. Nice one. Thanks, Dickie. Cheers, dude. Can't be in here listening to this at 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there is a thing, isn't there, when you come into this chat that says you need to be 18 or over, right? I think there is. I don't want a 13-year-old in here anyway. This is how all of my videos come out nowadays, to be honest. The dodgy feelings. Yeah. Do you get that vibe sometimes, don't you? I need to check that though. I think there's a thing, isn't there? Not every time you come in the stream, but I think when you first come in, it pops up and says, "This is an 18+ stream." I need to look at that because I'm not even sure myself. Definitely not 13 though. Fucking hell! If you are asking strangers to guess how old you are, the answer is always too young. Yeah, you're right. Guess how old I am? Just started an international diplomatic incident by banning a Saudi prince. He's about to donate 5,000 subs. How you doing, Tom? No, I don't want 13. That's weird. What was it you said for this? Tennessee, 1986, right? Do. I've lost it now. Oh yeah. Good old Tennessee, which is somewhere here, right? Oh, fuck, it doesn't really matter. We know where we've guessed. It was in... Where's this? Knoxville? That is Tennessee, isn't it? Oh, it fucking says Nashville. Yes! Jesus. Nashville, Tennessee, is it? 11 years. Good guess, though. I'm not too bad, Tom. I've been on a big rant about stuff the past, 2 hours, so I won't go over it again. Not too bad. I mean, this looks like fucking AI. What? It's like an AI picture. Really weird grading on this. Is that what it is? HDR? Almost looks like a game. A GTA 6 preview. I hope. Oh my god, absolutely no idea. I was gonna say, why does the firefighters look like they're at a weird resolution, but they're actually children? Well, that's weird perspective. Like the people in this fire truck look really small, but these look normal size, but it's children. Kidzania, Costa Rica. Walmart in Costa Rica? I guess there probably is, right? Well, I'm assuming Costa Rica. What year? But it could be any fucking year, this. The past 20 years. She's got a phone. I don't know. 2019. Costa Rica. Which is... there. I was in Liberia in Costa Rica. San Jose. 2019. 2018. Fuck, it was 2019. Not bad. 5 miles out. Can't it be in the future? That is a weird picture, isn't it? Looks like something we had in the Metro Centre in years. Same pretend cobbles. Oh, yeah. It's not the actual sky, is it? It's like that Vegas thing. I don't like that. I don't know. It's weird. Promiscuous girl. It's a kid's village. Oh, I see. So there's like, hey, you can come to the kiddie shopping centre and kids are driving cars. Limpertsburg. Dutz. Hi-fi video. 80s Germany, Belgium. Oh, Luxembourg. Luxembourg then, right? 80s, mid-80s Luxembourg. Christ, I'm never going to find Luxembourg. Oh, God. Oh, fuck it, I don't know. Oh, there. Near Holland. By the Gare on the bus. French. Shit. Oh, no, it was. 6.9 miles. 89. Very short shorts. Back in now, aren't they? The old short shorts. Well. Norway, I would imagine. Fellesbankens. This looks like late 70s? Do you reckon? Maybe mid 70s? It's funny how, let's go, yeah, Oslo. It's funny how there's not really a defining fashion for like the I don't think there is. For like 2000s or 2010s. I can't really think of the sort of fashion that would make me go, oh, that's about 2005, I reckon. Maybe that sort of Grebo look we were talking about. Where was it? Norwegian Parliament building. You zoom in, see if there's a river. I think that's it. I'll have to get a coffee in a minute. I'm flagging. That looks sort of rockabilly, doesn't it? Australian overseas travel bookings. Now, does that mean to travel to Australia? Stripperdelic. What? It's a restaurant. There's a restaurant there, and I'd assume that's a strip bar up above it. So much to enjoy. Cigarettes. Leicester Square, Phillips Appliances. Do you reckon? It does look a bit British, actually, doesn't it? Yeah. I was thinking American, but... Alright. Leicester Square, you reckon? I don't know where it is, but... when would that be? Like... 65? Nah, 63. 69. Oh, it was Australia, fuck. King's Cross suburb. Oh, shit. Hang on, when you said King's Cross, was that meaning London? Or did you actually mean the Australia one? Or did they just so happen to be actual King's Cross in Australia? What the fuck? Oh, it's there. It says King's Cross there. It's the name of the barbecue of a barbecue in the background. Right. Fucking hell. Jesus. That's why I'm no good at GeoGuessr. They'd have got that instantly. Okay, now, well done. Well done. I did want to try Balatro today. I'm nearly finished God of War. I've been playing it off stream. Enjoying it. Might do spell check and contexto, whatever
Plummet,
it's called.
a verb meaning to fall perpendicularly. Plummet, a verb.
Oh, plummet. I might have to give up on this soon because you can't tell what they're saying half the time.
Sticky.
Sticky. And it is annoying having to do these ones.
A noun meaning a chest or compartment for storage. Incentive.
See, I would spell it like that. Yeah, that is right.
Usher.
Usher. Doot 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 doot. God, that song reminds me of being quite young and going to sort of club nights that wasn't really my cup of tea at the time because I was really into my rock back then. But sometimes I'd end up going out to sort of a more clubby night, always playing that song. Yeah.
Carriage. A noun.
Carriage.
Indolent. A adjective meaning averse to activity, effort, or movement. Habitually lazy. Indolent originate.
Very indolent. Like insolent though, isn't it? So insolent is more sort of mentally lazy. Indolent is physically lazy, is it? Indolent.
Volatile.
Easy. Volatile.
Cholesterol.
Ooh. I would go with... Yeah, that's right, isn't it? I think we all can relate on some level. Cholesterol, right? Yeah. Nice.
Conundrum.
Conundrum. Pretty confident it's that. I always remember that word because I remember thinking when you watched Countdown, they had Countdown Conundrum. I remember thinking, you could have the word conundrum as the conundrum, because it's 9 letters. Nice, right, this is the actual difficult one. Why do I think you had a Richard Whiteley emote? Aw, Richard Whiteley. Rest in peace. Didn't even get to see how attractive Carol Vorderman was going to get.
Atmospheric.
Okay, that one's not too bad. Atmospheric.
Conflagration.
Conflagration. It's that, isn't it? If my World of Warcraft knowledge suffices. Remember atmosphere. Yes, the WoW days. Atmosphere, that does sound familiar. Was that thing we had a VHS that you'd play, like a board game?
Naugahyde. A trademark meaning. Used for vinyl-coated fabrics.
I remember that. That was brilliant.
Naugahyde. A trademark meaning. Used for vinyl-coated fabrics. Naugahyde. A trademark meaning. Used for vinyl-coated fabrics.
Naugahyde. More WoW. I'm going to go with you on that one, Katari, because I've got no idea. Naugahyde. Nice.
Coulrophobia. A noun meaning abnormal fear of clowns. Coulrophobia. A noun.
Chlorophobia. I would guess it's this. Chlorophobia? Like that? Like chlorine, but O-phobia? Oh, is it Coulrophobia?
A noun.
It could be, couldn't it? Coulrophobia. It's hard to tell what she's saying. Chloro makes it sound... Fuck it, go with that. Shit. Coulrophobia, yeah. Coulrophobia. Okay. We'll find out.
Coalescence. A verb meaning to grow together.
Oh.
The word originates from Latin coalescere,
WoW
meaning
as well?
to grow together.
Coalescence. I'm not sure how you spell this though. Coal, yes. Coalescence. I like the look of that. Who was right with the clown one then? Coulrophobia. You were close, 916. Coulrophobia. Well, now we know. Coulrophobia. Get banned. I'm just going to put the kettle on while I do this last one. Coulrophobia. Oh yeah, Naugahyde. That was definitely a drop, wasn't it? Naugahyde. Yeah. I like this one. I think this is better than Semantle. Hide. Oh. Not bad. Go with the obvious ones. Person, element, money. There we go. Right, money. Economy. Oh. See, how is economy that far away from the word money? Surely. I suppose unless it's just... Yeah. I suppose that's specific to money. Whereas, like you say, it could be wallet. No. Coin. Cash. Spider. Okay, right. It likes money, it likes cash. Bank. Vault. Safe. What? Price. Tag. Note. Commerce. Finance. Business. Invest. Chart. Stocks. Savings. Coins. Dollar. Pound. Currency. Oh, what? How can it be that far away? Pocket. Nickel. Penny. Money. Rich. Payment. Change. Budget. Account. This is rich, invest, dollar, payment, bank, cash, money. Sounds like a rap song. Service. Equity. Tip. Ooh, tip. Credit. Budget, did I do that? Bill. Oh, so that could have been it then. Salary. Invoice. Bonus. Receipt. Bonus, it liked. Eggs. Oh. Fine. Fuck's sake. Bonus, tip, cash, money. Eggs is 7,000 closer than currency. See, I think, yeah, that bothers me that it's like that. Charge? No. Allowance. Transaction. Cost. Oh, fuck me, I don't know. Transfer. Waiter. Owner. Landlord. I'm just thinking of someone getting tips now. Note. Bank. Poverty. Affluence. Purchase. Charity. Oh, God. Something to do with money. Reward. Award. Prize. Stock. I tried stocks, didn't I? Yeah. What about stock? No. I think that counts as the same one. Bitcoin is a noun, isn't it? Discount. Value. Dividend. Fucking hell. Investments. Sale. Pay. Okay. Value. So bonus, but then pay is closer, but then tip is closer, but then cash is closer, then money's closer. Stipend. Donate. Wages. Job. Occupation. Fuck me. Never gonna get it. Close to giving up. Transact. Tax. Oh. Loan. Shark. If the guesses gets to 100, I'll stop. Reward. Transfer. Credit. I've had it. Paper. Assets. Fucking hell. Bet. Oh. Okay. Bet's pretty high up. Check. Gamble. Wager. Right. Odds. To go to a meeting. I just went and looked at the answer. I don't blame you. And see, you're going to kick off. Oh no. Bookmaker. Bookie. Ladbrokes. Check. Oh. Worth. Super Bowl. Oh, it's got to be something quite obscure then, if I'm going to kick off. Slots. Poker. Oh. Lottery? No. Could be a card game then. Not blackjack. Dealer. We feel like we're close now, so I might keep going. Roulette. Chips. Cards. Steak. Is it like, what about poker terms? River? No. I'm going to keep going. Vegas. Winning. Casino. On the 100th? Oh, that would have been good. Did we try ante? Yeah. Fuck me. Poker. It's the closest one. But not dealer. What about types of cards? Like hearts? No. Playmat. King. How if poker's that close? Baccarat. Shuffle. Oh, deck. River I tried. Flop. Turn. Hand. Hand. Cash, bet, money, poker. Blush. Oh. Oh, royal. Straight. Oh, ace. House. Double. I don't think of other poker things. Game. Oh my god. I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up. Do you want to give up? Yes. It was rake. Oh my god. It was rake. Rake is, if anyone doesn't know, the rake is the term that of what poker websites sort of use. So they rake a certain amount off your winnings or something, right? That's fucking brutal. What's the closest words then? Oh, we were so on the fucking money side of it. Rake, shovel, mow, mulch. Bastards. Oh, fuckers. Going down the completely wrong route. I thought it's what they used on the roulette table. Oh yeah, the little... I know what you mean. Yeah, it looks like a little rake, doesn't it? Maybe it is as well. as it's 1 o'clock, I might quickly grab a coffee, and I do want to try Balatro because it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews, and I know a lot of people who have played it have said it's fucking really good. So I might try it. But first, I will grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Keep going. No, he's back in. Come on! Oh! Fucking hell. Oh. Yes, Aaron!
Imagine that if you sort of couldn't see the... Go on! Oh, that's great. Oh, it's still going. What's he doing? Is this like an endurance one or something? Oh, that's funny. Watching this on mute. Oh, that's funny.
Right, where's the hat?
My head's on my head.
But I was going to get you to show me your inner self with the hat on and see how you felt.
You want to see my inner self?
Of course I do, darling. That's what I do. See, inner self.
There you go.
My, that is absolutely horrific. That makes me really sick.
My inner self. Well, she wanted to see it.
Jesus, Eugene, what have you eaten?
She wanted to see my inner self.
You wait, I bet they're in here, I bet it'll be a big, oh, surprise, Wellington, ready? Heard that, I do. Oh.
They're not
Yeah,
in
it must
here.
be the wrong day,
Damn it, I thought that was like... Yes! Fucking yes! Dickie's favourite game there. Scorn. Spent 30 quid on that or something, and then it ended up coming on Game Pass. That was good. Balatro. Have you played it, Zoe? Well, a lot of people who said it's really good. See if I lag with the green screen. I've watched people play it. Okay. Oh, new PC. Get in. Oh yeah, because you stood on your laptop, didn't you? Oh my god, I'd cry if my fucking PC stopped working. Ooh. Leave the music on for a bit. I'm sure it'll get annoying. I'd cry if my PC doesn't work. It immediately freezes. I'll probably have to turn the green screen off. It's very demanding. We'll see how it goes because it's not a demanding game, so it might be alright. Let me know if it starts lagging. Do 32-inch beast of a monitor. Oh man, I've never had a good monitor ever. It's the one thing I've never really worried about. Maybe someday. Hang on. Right, I'm turning the green screen off. It's stopping every few seconds. Okay. Is this not more CPU? It might be, I don't know. I'll turn it off. Oh yeah, it dropped right down then. Although it's weird that it's definitely the green screen. Definitely the green screen. It should be alright now. I'll just fucking leave it. I might have to just delete that completely, the green screen stuff. Say a random crazy word. Funkadelic. Is it alright now? It seems normal now. It's not doing weird skippy stuff, pausing or anything like that. Or is it still doing it? Not. It looks like I'm wanking. It's not that. Fine now. Okay. Alright. Just let me know if it does it again. Funkadelic 1316. That's fine. I might be a little bit behind, but that's fine. Just let me know if it does it now. From now. I might have to just... because I don't know if it's still computing the green screen, even though I've got that source turned off currently. It shouldn't be, but just in case, just let me know if it lags again, please. Yeah, maybe I'll try that instead. That's, yeah, split cam. I didn't really try it because I found that the Nvidia thing and that seemed a bit easier to do. Might just not be able to do it. If not, it's no biggie. Hello, my name is Jimbo. I'm here to help you learn how to play. Thought this would be nice and relaxing. Why is it doing that? Nice and relaxing. Your goal is to earn chips to defeat the enemy blind. From here, this here is a small blind. You need to score 300 chips to beat it. Right. Score at least 300, okay. Select the small blind to start the round. You earn chips by playing poker hands. Very good. Each poker hand contains a base amount of chips multiplied by some malt. Okay. See your poker hands in the run info area. It's freezing up again, is it? What the fuck? Why is it doing that suddenly then? Hold on. Hold on. Right. Come out. Completely. Do. It seems okay now. But was it doing it when I went to the little box in the corner instead of the green screen? Did it still do it even then? I'll try again in a minute. Because that's worrying. If it's doing it then, it shouldn't be doing it then. Because the green screen's off. And I thought it was the green screen that was affecting... Unless it's... Hang on, where's that control center thing? Long delay. That's probably just because I dropped the frames, so it might be a little bit behind. Control center. Where is it? No. Is it MSI? Center. The one. This one. A new update. Not just yet. No updates, please. How do I see the thing where it's got everything being monitored? Or is that Afterburner? Oh, hardware monitoring? Yeah, that's what I want. Seems alright. I'm going to open it up again. See if I get any dropped frames now. What am I on? 1800. Very weird. I've got a solution, possibly, if it does keep doing it. I'll probably have to sort it off stream. So if it gets any freezing up, lagging now, let me know. It looks alright. Right, so am I just playing poker hands? I guess. Right. Run info, what's that? Oh, that's just telling me what the hands are. Okay. Straight flush, rubber kind, full house, flush, straight back. Right. Hand 3 discards 4. So I can discard certain things? Lagging again, is it? What the fuck, man? Why is it doing that? If I click out of the game, it... do that. So it's still lagging? What the fuck? Fucked audio too. Yeah, that's annoying. Whoa! What happened there? What was that? What is that? Oh, it's at the corner of the monitor. Yeah. Bit of a worry. I might save this for tomorrow then, and then try and sort out whatever the fuck's going on. That music's annoying. Annual PC reboot. Thing is, it's been rebooted since last stream, and I had a similar thing, didn't I? What if I just delete the fucking green screen out completely? So about 30 seconds before you read it. Okay. Do you know what? Oh, I like the green screen. It's annoying not being able to use it. Let me just fucking delete that out completely. Gone. Anything else in this scene I can delete? Trump voice? I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. Anything running? No. So everything on the GPU looks fine. I hate this kind of thing because it's so hard to test it. So I've been fucking around. It could be to do with this. Could be to do with that, which I've been pissing around with. Because that has green screen. So it's been fine the whole time. Even when I had the green screen active, but as soon as I opened a game, that's when the lag's been starting, isn't it? Which makes me think it's not anything to do with the fucking green screen. I'm going to try loading it up one more time. Let me know if you get any more of the weird lag stuff from now. Sorry to be a pain. I appreciate the help with it, but that's the only way I can fucking test this stuff. Chat will probably be behind because I've dropped frames. Refreshing might fix it, might not. Don't really know. But I can see I'm dropping frames from before. So I'm going to keep trying to talk and see if it does anything weird. Now I've turned the green screen off completely, so it's gone. In theory, on this scene. So I'm hoping now it will be alright. And then by process of elimination, that will mean that was the problem. It must be, because that's the only thing I've turned on that's caused any problems. There's got to be to do with that. I just hope it's not the plugin I've installed that's the issue, because I don't know how to uninstall it. But let's continue and try just fucking around on this. We're not dropping any frames at the moment. Hopefully I still won't be. Right, so what am I doing? Am I discarding this stuff? I think this is what I'm discarding, isn't it? Let's try... Ah yeah, discard. Okay. And then you pick 3 more up. So I know the chat's way behind. But just let me know if there's any frame drops, freezing stuff in the visual and audio. Because it seems alright at the moment, but we'll see. So those can I discard? Oh, I have 3 discards, so I can discard those and then it leaves me with 1. It started again. Fuck's sake, what's causing that? Ah, that's a fucking pain in the arse, that is. Alright. Probably something I have to fix off stream, isn't it? I wonder what could be causing that then, because it's been fine all morning. So it seems weird that as soon as I turn a game on, it then starts being fucked. But it was alright. It was alright when I played GTA, wasn't it? There wasn't any issues the other night. Then I suppose so I didn't have my cam on when I was playing GTA. Was there any issues? If anyone knows, if anyone was around, was there any issues when I was playing GTA? I don't remember seeing anything, but then I was very drunk. Someone might have mentioned it and I just didn't see it. Silent now. Shouldn't be silent. What the fuck? Can't hear me at all. Oh. Fine on this scene. It's so weird. Just the game scene. It's just this scene. And it's only when a game is active as well, isn't it? That's what I don't understand. So that sort of points towards it being a graphics thing. But there's nothing active compared to normal. The only thing I've changed is installed that NVIDIA AR thing. Maybe I need to uninstall that. It's a bit annoying, but GTA was fine. See, that's so weird. Must be something to do with the cam then. Must be something to do with the cam being active at the same time as a game. That's how delayed we are. Oh yeah, see now I can see I've dropped those frames. What the fuck? Chat delay's mental. CPU? But it's not been a problem before. That's what I don't really get. This is a new problem. It's only just started.